Hi, and welcome. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is January 22nd, 2020. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content and come back for more. And if it's the first time visiting my YouTube channel, I just want to say to those out there who are visiting, welcome. I hope you like the content and you get a takeaway from it. Today I want to talk about the video editor I use. What video editor are you guys using out there? Well, I'll tell you what I'm using. I'm using Filmora 8.76. The reason why I'm using that particular version, I know that you got the new version of Filmora 9.3 version they came out with, is because with the 8.76 version, I could add different backdrops to my videos, as opposed to with the Filmora 9.3 version. It's a little difficult with that part, only because you need to use either a green screen or a blue screen. Now, I love Filmora. I use them exclusively. I also use Cyberlink Power Director 14 on occasion, not too often, but I use them in conjunction with one another. What I want to talk about in this video for you guys out there who are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, you may want to consider Filmora. Now, I don't use the Filmora. I use Filmora 9.3 version once in a while, but my main go-to one is the 8.76 version. And I'm going to show you the differences as to why I use one as opposed to the other. Now, like I said, I love Filmora. I'm a registered user on both of them. This is licensed software. I paid for the licenses on both of them, so I get to use them both. But the reason why I like the 8.76 version is it's a little more versatile for me in regards to when it comes to green screens. So without further ado, I just want to show you little tips and tricks on how I correct things when I want to blend things in or mask them out. I'm going to show you how I do that with this version, with the 8.76. So if you guys are into creating videos and you want to get a little idea of how I do mine, you might want to stick around for this here. That's coming up. Stick around. Thanks. Okay, before I get started, I just want to talk a little about what I got going on over here. And I'm going to show you the reason why I use my 8.76 version. And for those, if you're ever curious on how to find a version, you would just go over here to the help and go into about, and it will tell you right here, Filmora 8.76 version. Okay, anytime you want another version, just go to the about if you're using Filmora 8.76 or whatever version you're using. All right, you notice I got a green screen, a blue screen, a white screen, and a backdrop. And I also got another backdrop I use. Now, you guys who follow me, you notice, you've seen this here, the Let's Talk eBay. And I'm just going to show you something really quick here. I'm going to use this here. I'm just going to use this particular backdrop right now for all intents and purposes to show you how I mask out certain things. Now, for example, there's two ways to do this here. I could drop this over here, and this is how I make corrections. If I don't want to, there's two ways to do this. I'll show you. What I would do is, if I want to, see this over here, the little side toolbar here, that is from my webcam software. That's what that puts there. So what I could do is, in most cases I do this here, I will go to the sample colors. I will drop this in here. This is just a little point, a little tip for you guys in case you want to do this on your own or whatever. I'm not going to record it. What I would normally would do, record it. Okay, what I would do then is shorten this down like this here, and get rid of that. Okay. Now, if I want to really make this a real clean, crisp thing, where I don't want this bottom line here to show, the subject line here, whatever, with all these little icons, again, I would drop another one down here, okay, and spread this open like this, and just go like this here, like that, and we get rid of that part. Okay, you don't have to see it. All right. Now, you might see a little difference in color here. This is more brighter white as opposed to this one here. What happens in some cases is, let me fix this here. Okay, let's like this here. What happens is, if I wanted to get this all blended in, where it's all white like this here, what I would do is, let's move this to the side here and move this one here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to work it this way. Let's see what happens here if I could do this here. No, all right. What I got to do is go like this here. Let's see if this will work. I want this to drop in the bottom. That's what I want to do. Okay, it won't work that way. Okay, so let me do it this way. You got to decide ahead of time, folks. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this out really quick, and I want to show you something really quick. We're going to go back to these here. If I want this to become even more brighter, I'll show you what I do. This is how I fix my my videos. All right, let's get this over here. Let's get rid of these two for now. We'll cut these out. I should have showed you at the beginning. I apologize. Okay, like this. And what I'm going to do is go to that one there where I want to put my video in, and I want to make it brighter. So what I would do is right click, hit the green screen, and you'll see the color will change here. It'll get more brighter like that. First I'm going to go like this here. You're going to move this little eyedropper here to this way here, any part of it, and when you slide the intensity level, you don't want to do it too much. You brighten yourself up. You might want to do is, if you want to keep it bright, this is how I get nice crisp backdrops. Okay, and what I would do is after I do that, I would go into record mode. I can't do it now because I am recording this video. I would go into record mode, record this here, and then it'll save it over here, and then I start doing my special effects background. What I was talking about before in regards to getting this out of the way, now that this is nice and bright, what I would do is drop another one down here. Okay, but you would do this all, I think you'll have an idea what I'm talking about. Let me explain in a second here. So what I would do is, let's clean this up here really quick. Okay, you don't have to go through this, you don't have to do what I do, but if you want a nice clean crisp picture, white background, this is what you would do if you want to. Okay, you don't have to. Oh, I just moved. So you could always go back, hit the return arrow, it'll bring you right back again. Okay, so let's go back over here again. This mouse is not the greatest mouse, to be honest with you. I got here, it's a wired mouse. I have to get another mouse. So you're going to move that there. You notice everything blends in here, right? Now, if you don't want this bottom here, the little icons here, again, you would drop another one down here. Okay, you would drop another one down here, and you're going to go like this. You're going to grab it here, boom, pull it down. Now you got a nice clean thing here. All right. All right. So now, then you would hit the record button, and you would record this whole thing. And once you record it, it's going to drop it in the original setting where your new video is going to be, which would be over here. And then in turn, you would delete this. Okay, but we're not going to go, for all intents and purposes, I'm going to show you how I mask out that little problem over there. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to back out of here altogether. I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to put this in here like this. Okay, this is the backdrop I want to use, and I'm going to put myself over here like this here. When I right click, I hit the green screen, and you're going to drop this eyedropper, whatever you want over here or whatever, and you're going to hit the intensity level to make it nice, pop really nice. Okay, all right, so now you got that there. Now I like to put sometimes I like to send out my pictures for those of you guys who checked out my videos in the past. Well, if you're new. Okay, well we're going to mute that out. We don't need to hear me talking here. Okay, so what I want to do is, I don't like the idea of this being here, this sidebar here. Now, this is if I didn't want to go through what I just showed you, cutting all the white pieces and putting it in there to mask this out. And then when I do it, it'd be a clean, crisp thing. So what I would do is this. First off, it's a one-shot deal. Not one shot, but you could keep playing around with it. What you want to do is this. You see over here these bricks here, and it works good with a dark background like this. See if you got to take care of this. See, I'll show you how I fix this here. So what you want to do is you want to move this up just like that, where that sidebar is pretty much equal with this here. Now I'm not going to make it perfect because I don't want to take too much of your time, okay? And I do apologize if I do take your time, but we don't want this to be floating either. See, we don't want this to float like this. This doesn't look good. We don't want to be floating, so we want to bring it back down again. All right. So what you're going to do is this. There's another thing too. If you don't want to do what I just did, you could just drop this all the way down to the bottom, and boom, you're right there. See, now it's gone. That's another way of just masking it out. All right. So what I'm going to do now is, because I don't want this here. Okay, let's get rid of that there. I'm going to get this. Let me get rid of that line there, the bracket there. Here we go. I don't want this here. I don't want to see it here. So what I'm going to do is, there's a little snippet program right over here. You see the little scissors right here where my mouse is? I'm going to click that on, and you're going to get a new window. Now, lining this up, again, you don't have to be perfect. What you don't see, you don't see it, it's not going to hurt. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be perfect with it. It's just to mask this out, but to make it look good. You're going to click on New, and what you're going to do is, you see the little crosshairs here? You're going to line this up with this spot, with this here, and you're going to guesstimate how thick it is, of course, right? Like, you want to try to keep it. You don't want it too big. All right, what you want to do is go like this here, right? And that should do it right about there. Okay, like that. Now I'm going to save this here, And I'm going to save it as, I don't know, green pea picture, whatever, I don't know. It's going to say over here, it's going to say in a picture folder. I'm just going to say, I don't know, green picture, whatever. Green picture. You can see I've done it with other ones before, right? And we're just going to call this one green picture 1 like that, so I know what it is. And it's going to be in a picture folder. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to click OK. You're going to bump out of here, and then you're going to go over here to import, and you're going to go back over here to pictures. I hope we'll find that one, right? We were looking for, there it is, right there. We're going to click that on. We're going to go here. Okay, here it is. This is how it's going to look, all right? What you're going to do is, because you want it to go right to the beginning of the picture, you want to keep this in there, all right? So what you're going to do is you're going to go like this, and you're going to stretch it. And we're going to get to 1 second. I know you're probably saying, what is that? It's got a big picture there. It's okay. All right. What you're going to do is you're going to go over here again, and you're going to resize it. You're going to resize it. This is what I do, guys, and you know, you guys probably don't notice, because you probably will now after you watch this video. Say, oh, this guy, he masked it in. But this is what I'm trying to say. Now, you want to try to play around to see it where you're going to get it where it's almost going to match, okay? And you're going to play around. It's going to take a little time to play around, but you want to keep it lined up like this here. Let's see how it looks. I'm not going to go too perfect with it, okay? Now, when I do it this way, if I didn't tell you it was there, you wouldn't even notice it, okay? So that's one way of masking out a picture without going through all the other steps I just shown you, okay? But the thing is, with the white background is very important, all right? That's why, now this is shot with a white screen. You see here, this is a white background. It's not with a blue screen. Now you're probably saying, well, I see you got green and you got blue up here. I'm going to show you that there, how easy it is to work with it on the 8.76 version. But now, if I didn't tell you where it was, tell me, be truthful, doesn't it look good though? I mean, it looks good, you know what I'm saying? You could tweak it a little more, make it a little thinner or whatever, but it blends in with it. Now, when you're doing blending modes like that there, this is just a little tip. It's just to, you know, help you out instead of going through all those steps what I was just showing you prior. I have done that though before. When it gets too dark in here in my dwelling, and the lights start getting a little dim, like, you know, the sun goes down, I need to brighten it up, and that's how I brighten it up. And I will, in some cases, mask it out. But in this case, I just did it live like this here. I want to show you that there, okay? So that's and that little program comes with Windows 10 operating system. It's a little snippet program. So when you see the scissors, and you could do that with anything, okay? Pretty much with anything. You could snip it and whatever. Now, the other thing I want to show you with the white background is with this white background here. Let's drop this in here in the timeline. See what happens here. Let's see what happens if this is going to work now. I want to see something here. We're going to right click and we're going to go green screen again. And once you click the green screen, that should disappear. Let's see. Okay. Now, I can move this around anywhere I want here. It's just a hand holding it. Okay. And it's transparent. You can see. All right. We can move it this way or whatever. Okay. And you'll see the hand there. You'll see that they're moving around. Now, that's because it's a white background. Okay. All right. Now, as you can see here, I have I got other things here. I got the cat, whatever. I'm just going to put it all over the place. I want to show you really quick how it works, how good it is. And you could keep adding layers on here, picture on picture. So now this one's a motion one here. This one here, you can see the cat moving around. It should be moving secondly, right? Yeah, there it is. The cat's moving. All right. And you could always take out that part. You don't always have to leave the start menus like this. You don't have to leave that there. You could just go like this really quick, stretch out the timeline, go over here, split, cut, boom, and move it over here. All right. So now what we want to do is we say, okay, we got a green screen here. Okay, let's go green screen. Once you hit this, the cat, all the background's going to disappear. Boom. Now you put it over here. You want to be fancy. You want to have something like cats hanging around on your video. You could do that there. All right. You could make it small. You can make it big. All right. So we got the little cat hanging over here. Now with the blue screen, with the lion, same thing. You can move again, picture on picture. Bam. Go like this. Hit the green screen. I think you guys getting the gist of it. Bang. Now you can see it disappears. Now it works great with this here. Okay? And you can put the line anywhere you want. You want to put the line up here. You know, if you want to play around and do trick things like this here, just to mess around, you might want to do this with your videos. You might want to horse around with this stuff like that. Maybe you might want to come up and do a video where you got animals hanging out in the background, you know, for whatever reason. I don't know. It's just to play around with, you know. And the hand, this hand it's transparent. Okay, you can see the lion's in there now, right? You can make it small enough, whatever. The cat will be in there. you know, you can really horse around with this stuff and play, you know, have fun with it. Okay. But that's one way to show you how to make the blends like that, what I do, as far as like, you know, doing these little trick things here to save yourself some time and, you know, trouble. The other thing is, if you want to make, what do you call it, an intro picture, let's say. Now, Filmora comes out with intro pictures. They got banners in here. You could use these if you want. You don't have to go all over God's country to create stuff. You could do it right within Filmora. All right, let's bump out of here, for example. Let's get rid of all of this here. And I just want to show you something really quick here. If I want to make my own banners, I could just do it on my own. I don't need to, you know, go into different windows. I could do everything right here. You could create your own stuff. You could add in, out, whatever. If you want something really eye-catching, you might want to create a banner or like an intro, an intro. And you might want to keep it red because red's very bright. It's pretty, you know, it's attractive, whatever. It'll catch your attention. And you would put in there whatever you want. I got a whole bunch of different things in here. I got a photos file here. And I could just drop a picture in there. Or if I want to just do something like this here, make my own, I could just drop this right in here like this here. Latest news, pop that in here like that. And if I want to just try to catch someone's attention, maybe I might want to put something else in there. I don't know. I could, let's say I'm going to drop this picture in there because, you know, maybe just to catch your attention. Like, you know, you say, what is this? I hate change. And I could do something like this really quick, right? And drop that in there as well. You know, make that big like this. You could do your own. In other words, I know Canva has it where you can make your, what do you call it there? Thumbnails. This is what I'm talking about. This is like making my own thumbnails, okay? And you could do stuff like this here. You could put whatever you want in there. Again, you could keep going on and on and on. You could just drop this thing here, like the eBay news. Okay, if I want to put that in there. And again, you know, it all depends what you want to do. If you want to, you know, go really crazy with this stuff here, you could do your own thing. You could put the eBay news in there, whatever. And then if you want to drop a picture in there, you could do stuff like this here. And then what happens is, whenever I do my stuff like that there, I will go to the text and credit, whatever. Yeah, text and credit. And I will go to lower. Now, here's the thing. I'll go to lower. This is one of my favorite ones. I always use this one here. Okay, I'm just showing you how I create my thumbnails. Okay, this is just basic stuff, folks. You could take it and, you know, do whatever you want with it. And I would just say over here, let's say here, I'm going to go over here for really quick. I'll just say today's news or whatever. I'm just going to say it like that there. Again, I don't want to take too much of your time. Today's news, and leave it like that. Okay, now here's the thing. Now, some people, if you play this now, because you'll see what I'm talking about. When you hit the play button, it'll pop like this here. Now, if I want it to be a still photo, right, a still picture, I don't want that to come into play. I don't want it to zoom in like that. All right. What I want to do then is go back to where I started, go back to media, go into the folder where I was doing my original video. And I'm going to do is I'm going to hit over here this little camera. I'm going to take a snapshot of this like this, right? You take a snapshot. Boom, here it is. Now, what I do in that case then, as I go like this, let me move this back up again, right? Oh, it is up, okay. And now I'm going to cut all this out. I'm going to bring this thumbnail down here, okay? This is where, I'm just showing it again as an example. Then, it's all dependent on my backdrop when I put. Let's try this backdrop here, okay? This is a backdrop here. I think now, yeah, okay, it'll go like that. Now, what I'm going to do is, that's when you guys see me doing this, is when I'm dropping this in here. Oops, like this here. And we're going to go like this. Green screen it. Make transparent. Boom. Increase intensity level. Okay, don't go too much or else you'll turn into the color. So then you do that. And I always like to shrink it. Now, again, here's another way of getting rid of this. You don't even have to blend it in. What I like to do, guys, if you watch my videos, you'll notice that there. All I do is shorten it up and I move it out. Let's see here. Go here. Come on. My mouse is not working. Here we go. And it disappears. Okay. And then when you play it, like that. Okay. Okay. So now you can get rid of that. Again, if you got the bottom, let me just mute this here because I don't want to hear myself talking over me. You're going to see this over here. You're going to see that little bar. See it there? So what you're going to do again is just going to slide it down a scotch and that disappears and it looks good. Okay. And with that there, whenever you see me doing stuff like that, where you see the date appear, I'm doing the same thing. Now this one here, I don't leave this. I'm gonna put this right in here. I'm gonna put the date in here. I'm gonna go back to the this bar here. I'm going to put it over here, right? I'm going to click it, and I'll put, you guys see, you know when I always put the dates in there, right? And then I'll just put the date, let's say for today, we'll say January 22, 2020. Right? I'll leave it like that. That will appear now. That, in other words, when it goes, it'll come up. You'll see it zoom in. Okay, so once you get that, you don't see it now. And then when it comes to my nameplate, I got a whole bunch of different nameplates. Let's say I'm going to do the eBay reseller news. Let's get the one up here. Let's say this one here I usually like to put it. Okay, so I put this over here. Now this is going to be a little bigger, of course, so you could just shorten it down to the timeline, and you go like this with it. Okay, so now what happens is when you play it, we're not going to hear the voice, and that's when you'll see it pop up like that there, and you could talk. And then the music part. Now, I like adding music to my stuff. Okay. So I got a music folder here, and Filmora gives you music. I like different type of music. Okay, I download some different type of music there. You could download this here. With these little arrows mean you got to upload it. Okay, you could upload this here. That's what these are. All right, but I have my own, and it's right over here, my music. And if you guys notice, sometimes I use different types, but you might be familiar with this one I always put there. Let's put this in the thing here, and when I play it, you'll hear it. First, I like to always lower it down first. Go into, when you double click it, you can lower the volume down because it'll be too loud, it'll be overbearing. So you're going to slow it down, move it down to 16, whatever. And then when you play it like that, and then you can hear the music coming up. And then I will pop in, and that's when I say, hi, Rich Pasini here, and so on and so forth. Okay? All right, and that's how you do that there. So that's just the basic parts as far as what I love. This is what I love about the Filmora 8.76 version. Okay. Now, I got the Filmora 9 version opened up. Now, I just showed you. Let's go back over here again. I just want to show you one more time just to refresh what you got here. As you can see here, I got the green screen here, the blue screen. Okay. I showed you how to make a quick thumbnail. You could go to Canva and make a thumbnail too if you like, but I make it within Filmora. And I know there's people out there probably more advanced that know how to do this stuff, but I want to share this information with you guys. It's just like a little quick tutorial on how I mask things out, little tips and tricks on how to move things around and make things look good. All right. Like I said again, I use a white screen for all my videos. I have a green screen, but I don't want to use it because then I need lighting. With the white screen, I don't need the lighting. I just have natural light here. The back of the screen is all lit up, so I don't need to have lights on me, facing on me, making me hot and everything, the high intensity lamps. So that's why I like the white screen. Now I'm going to go over here, and we're going to go to Filmora 9. This is the 9.3 version. Again, if you ever want to check it out, just to show you, no smoke and mirrors, 9.3 version right here. Okay. Now I have this one here has no watermarks. This is a registered one to me. If you always want to find out, you can always look over here. It's a lifetime plan, expires unlimited. Okay, so this is the real deal here. And the same thing with this one here. If I go over here, you'll see the same thing. Lifetime plan, expires unlimited. This is for the 8.76 version. Okay, all right. So anyway, let's go back to the version 9 here. All right, now remember I was telling you about the backdrops? I didn't put a lot of backdrops. I just put this one here again. I just want to show you why I do use, don't get me wrong, I do use this on occasion, okay? I do, if you see me with a white backdrop, it's because this doesn't, for some reason, whatever they took out of this particular program, they should have taken what was in Filmora 8.76 version and put in here. I can't make it work. I've been playing around with it, and I can't get it to work. Now, for some reason, I don't know what it has to do. This one seems to do the blend mode when I do it, but when I add mine to it, it don't work. Now, I don't know. There's got to be, there's a little discrepancy there. I don't know. But anyway, now, on the other one, if this one here, if you notice, you got to add the backdrop on the top, and you're going to put the main subject title, the main video on the bottom of it, right? And of course, then you could do your lower thirds or whatever. All right. Now, with this one here, with the Filmora 9, it's just the opposite from what I understand it. What you're going to do is, I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to drop this on the bottom over here, okay, in the timeline, and then I'm going to put me up here. And watch it'll work, make me look stupid. I wouldn't be surprised. So you're going to right click here, and you're going to go to the green screen here, okay? Now, the way I understand it, whatever backdrop you use it, well, this is the way I interpret it. I could be wrong, but I use a white screen, right? So I'm going to pick the eyedropper is going to be white. When I do it, as you can see, this is what happens. Okay, I only get a partial of it. And if you say, well, people might say, well, you got to zoom around. If you use the top here, the blending mode, the opacity, I blend out. Now, if I could figure out how to work this here to make this work where I can blend it in, that'd be great. I can't do it. I've been trying to figure it out. It's been driving me nuts. I contacted Filmora about it, but they never got back to me. And I tried it even with the green screen one. Let's reset it. Okay, let's bump out of here again. Let's go and reset it again. Now watch it. Well, let's see here. We'll go back to the green screen. And we're going to go to the color green. We're going to actually go to the green color. And we're going to put it in here. Wait, let me get the eyedropper. And put it in here. And again, look how it comes out. Okay, this is why I don't use Filmora that much when it comes to special, if I want to do backgrounds, because it don't work. All right, not for me, it is anyway. Okay, now let's take this one out, and put the hand in here, the hand holding the iPhone. Now let's do the same thing again. Okay, green screen. Okay, you click on this, it'll, boom, it's there. Now you're going to say, that's a white screen. Why is it working with that one? I pulled that off the internet, and how come it ain't working with mine? I don't know. I couldn't answer that. That's why I was trying to contact Filmora about that there, and nobody ever got back to me. All right, now here's the thing with Filmora. Let's get this out of here. Let's get rid of this. Now with Filmora 9, everything will work great. Okay, you could drop this line here in the timeline, and you could do the green screen effect, and you boom, let's say here he's blue, so I'll pick a blue thing here, bang. Okay, we could drop him in the timeline, could shorten it up. Okay, and he's a nice backdrop, right? Here's the backdrop. Now it works great with that. Green screen, drop the cat on there. Let's drop this one here. Let's see what happens. Again, go to the green screen. Boom, automatically it did it. The cat's already there. Okay, he's all right. There you go. So for some apparent reason, well, let me see some. Hold on for a second here. I got to go back to this green screen because he doesn't look. Let me go back over here for a second here. There's something I want to do with this. For some reason, let me bump out here. I want to see something, you guys. There's something I want to do here with the cat one. It looks a little. He doesn't look like the way I want it to look. Hold on for a second here. we're both learning with this part, right? Let's get rid of this here. Okay, let's drop here. I think I know what happened. Okay, so let's go to the green screen again. Green screen, and we want to just make the cat a little more darker. I think it was a little shadow. I didn't do this. I didn't adjust this here. Okay, and we're gonna go like this, and now we can move it around, and the cat looks a lot better. Okay, yeah, I didn't change the intensity. It's a little, well, you gotta it gets confused because this here's got like shaded, but you see what I'm saying? It works with the green and the blue, but when you add me to it, now people may say, well, try adding yourself again to it. Let's try it again. We go back. Okay, here we are, green screen. Okay, try it with the white background. Boom, doesn't work. You see? Even if you try it with the green, people say, well, try it with a green screen. Let me reset here. Hold on. Let me reset. And we go over here, click this on. Oh, I got to click on chroma. Click here. See? You get partial. See? And I don't know how to move it around. Like I said, I can move me around here, but you could see as far as with the blending part, it doesn't work that good, Now, I don't know. People say, well, maybe the adjustments, you got to play with these adjustments here. I tried all that there, folks, and it doesn't work. You could blend yourself out and leave the cat there. Now, if I could figure that one out, I'd be all right. But this is why I don't use the Filmora 9 when it comes to adding backdrops or special effects. Unless I get off the internet. This is, like I said again, as you can see, it's a blue screen and the green screen. Those will work. And this one here, by the way, here, with the cat.
Hi and welcome.
This is an animation one here. This cat will move in here. Let me just get rid of me for a second here, my voice. You can see it over here. If you look at the cat, it'll move around. See, the cat moves. It's an animation one. Okay, but again, I can't. It won't work with the. Then the line bumps out. It won't work with the white screen. So I just wanted to share that with you guys over here. Hey, listen. Filmora 9, both of them, they're both great. I do, like I said again, I do love this here. I do use Filmora 9 to create my videos too. I mean, I can't put different backdrops in there. The only thing I can do, just to show you to circumvent this problem, I'll show you something really quick, what I can do in regards to this. Let's bump out of here really quick. Let's see if I can do this here. Let's go back into the import folder, and let's see something here. Hold on for 1 second, guys. I just want to show you something I can do that may help in some cases. I just got to go. I got a lot of these, right? I know. I'm trying to find something over here really quick here, if I could find a blank one. I'm looking for a blank template here. I'll show you what I'm talking about, guys. I know you're thinking, yeah, once you see, you know what I'm going to do. Just bear with me for 1 second. It's probably way at the bottom here. I got so many of these things, guys. I mean, well, you know, when you're doing this here for a long time and stuff like that, you know, you're going to accumulate stuff like this over time. All right, let me get this one over here, for instance. Let's put this one into the time slot here. Okay, all right. What I could do is this. I would drop this down first here, or like that. Okay, now it tells you keep the aspect ratio over here, whatever, the project settings, okay? They look like they're both saying this one's 412, all right, whatever. Let's just keep it this way for now, all right? I know it comes out a little blurry here, but I'm just trying to show you how I could still add an effect or still get something out of this here by dropping me in a timeline over here, like this, and just click it on, if I can here. And I could do one of these little doohickeys like this here. But the only thing is with this though, you could, you know, it could make, well, it's not too bad. And I could do something like this, and I could still have an effect here. Let me just mute this here, and let's see. I'll show you what I'm talking about. See, now there's stuff that pops up down here. Okay, this here has got to be a little more better. I got to play around with the clarity of it. Okay, but see, I could do something like this if I'm going to keep it on the white. Here's that little sidebar again I was talking about. Remember we were talking about that before. If that's the case, now this one here, it's not going to disappear because there's, you know, it just won't. You got to get rid of that there on your own. No matter how much you trim it, it's not going to work. It'll always be there. See, what you could do is if this was a black line here or here, what you could do is another way to mask it out is just go like this, right? Well, somewhat like that, but you can't do it right now. But something along that line. The way to do it is what I showed you before, and then, like I said, and then you have this here going on. I added this to it. And that's another way of doing it if you're going to keep it in a white background. So for all intents and purposes, I love Filmora 9. I don't know, the engineers or whoever, the software engineers who developed this program, that'd be great if they could make it where I could use the white background. It doesn't seem to work with my white background. I don't know why, but it just doesn't seem to work that way. But anyway, let me bump out of this screen, guys, really quick. Well, that concludes my video. I hope you found it helpful. Like I said again, let me explain one thing. Let's disclaimer here. I do not have any affiliate links with, what do you call it there, Filmora, okay? The only affiliation I have with them is when I purchased their software. So I don't have any affiliate links. So if you guys go there and you download it or whatever, I am not going to get any kickback. It's not no monetary case here. I'm not getting any money for this here. So, and no one contacted me from Filmora to do this video. I'm doing it on my own. All right. And I just want to show you guys out there that if you, what I like about Filmora really, the 8.76 version is great, and so is the 9.3. It works good. I have a green screen. You know, some people may say, well, why don't you just use the green screen and you could do all your special effects, whatever, with that. It's just that I like the white screen. So right now, this backdrop is going to change. I'm going to change it just like I showed you before. It's a white backdrop, and it's going to change. I'm going to put a different background. I don't know which one I'm going to put in here. You've seen how many I got. I got quite a bit. I like it for the simple reason is I don't need any lighting whatsoever. I don't have to worry about casting any shadows. Okay, I could shoot my videos during the day. I always do it during the day, preferably morning, because the way the house is situated, we got the windows that face to the east, right? The sun rises in the east and sets in the west, so we get a lot of exposure over here. And I only got two windows back behind me right now, behind the sheet. This white background, white white screen, if you want to call it that. Although it's basically it's a white sheet, right? But no, but I got, all I have is 2 windows, and they're not big windows, and they cast a lot of light in. So I don't need any additional lighting. I don't need to have high intensity lamps or whatever, you know, fluorescence looking, you know, beaming into my face, you know. And then with the green screen, I don't know, but I guess it'd be the same with the blue screen. You got to worry about positioning the lamps. You got to make sure the lighting, I should say, not the lamps, well, lamps, whatever, lighting. You got to make sure it's not too close, not too far. And then if you get too close to the green screen, you get spillage, where you might get green, actually green shading on your face along that line, from what I was told by other people who do green screen effects, you know. Yeah, so, you know, with this here, there's no lighting. That's it. It's plain and simple. It's a white sheet. It lets a lot of illumination back there. And if you guys could see right now, which, you know, you're not, because it's going to have a, you know, a backdrop back there, a different one. I don't know what I'm going to have, but it's nice and pure white. And with the white backdrop like that, I could put any backdrop I want back there. Anything, you know, animations, videos, you know, picture on picture with videos in there. You could do so much. That's what I love about Filmora. I mean, both of them, they're all good. I also downloaded Filmora Pro. Now that one there, I didn't buy. That I think they want, that might be a little over $100 or something like that there. And that one there, if I use that one, because I didn't pay for that one, I didn't buy it, that will have a watermark on it. But you know what? You could try it out. You could try Filmora 9 version of 9.3 version. And I don't know, I think if you try it out free for so long, and then I think eventually, I don't know if it's going to have the watermark on it. Mine don't. When I use it, don't. I look very, you know, meticulous. I want to make sure, do I see that watermark on there on any of my videos? But it says that it's got an unlimited license, whatever, lifetime license, whatever it is there, expiration. But it's really good. Filmora, I love it because it's cut and paste, and it makes things so simplified. And you know, with the little things that I do to tweak the pictures to make it look good, like I showed you how I do the blending mode in there, you could really have a lot of fun with it. And you could create your thumbnails within Filmora itself. Now, I know Canva has it where they have, I think, what do you call it, a YouTube thumbnail thing. They have an actual thing where you could create the thumbnails. And a lot of these creators will tell you, when you're doing videos, good titles and good thumbnails, okay? But again, I got on my software here, I'm using the HP software webcam. They have it where I could take a picture right now of me, where I don't have to have my camera set up. It snaps pictures over there, and I've done it before. I would just take a picture of me doing something. Let's say maybe give it a thumbs up, snap the picture, or well, actually do one because I have to use the other one for the mouse. The only way I could do this here if I have somebody hitting the mouse, well, click, you know, the mouse on there in order to do it, because how are you going to do that, right? Unless you do one of these things, right? So you could do something like that. I've done it where I had a thumbs up, or if I had a picture where I'm posing like this, looking, and I hit the button there, and I would incorporate that in my thumbnail. And like I said again, the thumbnails are really easy to do. I mean, you could do basically everything within Filmora when it comes to doing things like that, outside of, you know, creating your videos. But if you guys out there, you know, you prefer not to use a white screen because, and you know, you want to use a 9.5 version, I mean, not 9.3 version. For me, it don't work. As you can see, I was toying around with it. I don't know why it worked with the other one. I really couldn't tell you. It's got my mind boggled here as far as that part goes. Which they're both white screens, but for some reason mine don't, you know, it doesn't work with it. That's the only thing I have in difference with between the 8.76 version and the 9.3 version. Can't get it to do those backdrops like that. And you know, I mean, I never tried. The only thing I got to say though, I really should try this. I should try setting my my green screen up in the daytime like it is now and see what kind of results I get. Maybe maybe I can use it. I don't know. It's so, but the thing is with the green screen, it makes it so dark in some cases, and because the thick material is very dense, that color. It's not like a see-through, although they probably do have things like that. See, if I can get a green screen material that's very light, where it casts the light in there, the backdrop is, you know, all the back, the windows where it casts a nice light in there, illumination, it probably would work great. You know, maybe it would. Then I could use Filmora 9.3, just like I use for 8.76, and I think that'll solve the problem. Basically, people say, you can solve the problem right now. Just use the green screen, you know, but I don't know. I just like doing it the way I do it right now. To me, it works. But listen, I don't want to take too much of your time. If I did already, I'm sorry. I'm rambling on here. I just want to say, in regards to, you know, for the new subscribers, I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and taking time out of your busy day to check out my videos. For all intents and purposes, folks, my YouTube channel is to help, inspire, and share. I like to share tips with people on different topics and certain things. You know, you may see a little different format in here. I said it for those who are new. You probably didn't see my other videos probably. Maybe you did. Maybe that's what brought you here to subscribe. I do want to change it up a little for 2020. So you might see me doing different things that every now and then might pop in and out, whatever. If it gets to be too much for you guys out there and you know you don't want to watch the video, I'd rather you not watch it and rather than unsubscribe. But I do put out pretty decent information. I think it's decent. I think it's also good information. I like to share good stuff with you guys out there. My channel is I put out good, clean content. I don't do any zany antics. You're not going to see me doing videos of cliff diving, jumping out of airplanes, or doing crazy stuff like that, stunts. I don't do that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the people who do stuff like that. That's totally up to them. I don't. On the other hand, I'm a straightforward guy. I'm a straight shooter. I also tell it like it is. I don't have a dog in this fight, folks. I share information. I tell it from the heart, and I don't sugarcoat anything. It's just like with my eBay. When I talk about the eBay listings, or like when I talk about sales on Let's Talk eBay, I tell it like it is. If I'm making sales, I'm going to tell you I'm making sales. If I'm not, I'm going to tell you I'm not going to sit here lying just to make videos and just create stories out of thin air just to so I can have a big subscriber base or just to make videos. That's the way I am. And if you want to get the straight talk, I tell it like it is. Okay, so I hope you guys will get a takeaway from the videos, which is the most important thing to me right now. I want you guys to get a takeaway from my videos. I want you to, if you could use something and it was helpful to you, if you want to comment, make a comment on, say, hey, I tried that technique, it works. You want to give it a thumbs up, that would be great too. I'd really appreciate that. It lets me know I'm doing a good job and that you guys like the stuff I'm putting out. Hopefully you like the content I put out. Hopefully you'll like me. I hope you guys do. And if there are things that you want to hear me talk about different things, or maybe you want to know a little more about the Filmora, like what other things I use with it, or how I create other videos with it, I'll be more than happy to share any little techniques I have when it comes to Filmora. Right now, the only thing I will say is for those of you for those out there, if you like the 8.76 version as opposed to the 9.3 version, I don't know. I think you can still download it, the 8.76 version, if you like that one, because it's a little more, maybe you like the bells and whistles in that one as opposed to the 9.3. 9.3's got a lot of good bells and whistles too, believe me. There may be a way to download it if you want to download that particular version. I don't know. The only thing is, when I downloaded it the first time, I got it when it first was out. You know what I'm saying? Like when it first came out with that version, I was able to download it, dropped it off on a disc on my on a CD-ROM. I made a copy of it because there was one time I had it on my system. I couldn't find it, so I said the next time it pops out, it comes up again, I'm gonna download. I'm gonna save it to my CD-ROM, and this way, if I do ever have to upload it again, it'll be on my CD-ROM. So I have that. I have a copy of that one. I have a copy of the 9.3 version. I even made a copy of the Filmora Pro. Not that it's not licensed to me, but I made a copy of it. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna buy that one just yet. Like I said, I like all the Filmora products they have, but I don't think I'm gonna buy that one just yet. To me, it's a little more advanced in a sense. Like you got to get used to the format of it. I'm used to the 8.76 version. The 9.3 version, I'm pretty comfortable with that as well, because that's just like a pickup from the other one. Kind of like piggybacked off the 8.76 version. So that one there, the Filmora 9. And I know they're going to keep, if you're subscribed, or if you bought that product, they have the updates. When they get updates, they let you know, Filmora let you know, hey, we got the 9.3 version, 9.4, whatever one they're going to come out with. Hopefully they'll come out with some more new stuff. I know they're still working with certain things. I'm hoping if Filmora sees this video, I hope they can maybe do something or give me a little pointer on how to, why can't I make my white screen work on this newer version as opposed it works on the older one. That would be great. I know what they'll probably tell me, just get a blue screen or a green screen and that'll circumvent that problem. But I really do like the white. I really don't want to have set up with lights, because I work in an area where, I'm not saying it's big, it's not a big area. I mean, I have room to put the high intensity lights on. I just don't want to go through all of that. It's a nuisance. But this is so simple. I just put the the sheet, on 2 poles and a curtain rod there. It's behind me, about maybe a foot away from me, 2 feet maybe. And no lights, no fuss, no muss. You can't beat it, you know? All right, but listen, I don't want to keep rambling on. Thank you again so much. I really do appreciate it. If this little tip helped out, if you guys like it and you want, you want to give it a thumbs up, it'd be great. If you do like my videos or any of the videos, if you want to be updated so when I do post out new videos, please don't forget that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated, please hit that bell notification icon. My name is Rich Pasini. Until next time, bye-bye, and happy YouTube video making. I hope this helps out, guys. So take care now. Bye-bye.